Welcome to the NAV Viking tutorials. I'm Johannes Gudmundsson, founder of Anecta, a Microsoft Dynamics NAV Gold certified partner. Hello and welcome to the Coffee Mug tutorials. We're going to keep going on approvals. Approvals is a big topic now. It used to be fairly big, but with I think it was 2015 or 16 version, they really improved it with a workflow engine. Dramatic change. So really happy with that. And let's just dive into it. We were actually, we have 3 people here. We got Demo, which is a business manager. So user Demo. We got the Paul, who is our sales processor or salesperson, and then accounting manager Yoko. Oh no. So if I actually go into the approval setup, and so user setup, what we've had set before was basically like this, where we have Paul is sending an approval to Demo, and Paul cannot approve anything. So everything that he creates has to be approved by Demo. And then Demo is able to delegate to a substitute, which is Yoko Ono. So what we want to do is say, hey, I think it's okay that Paul approves everything that is less than $500 or $500 and less. So then we're using the sales amount approval limit here. We have sales amount approval, purchase amount approval, and request amount approval. So what is the difference between these? Well, sales is for sales orders, purchase for purchase orders, and request is sort of a general term, and it sort of depends on the workflow template that you're using, which one of these gets picked. And I'm going to explain to you the workflow engine later. But now I'm going to show you how the sales amount works. So if I go in here and say, well, $500 is okay. Anything less than $500, Paul can approve himself. That's fine. So let's go ahead and try this out. If I actually now go into Paul right here, and I'm going to create a new sales order, just quickly to the content group. And this is it's an important piece of information. Let's see, let's sell the Paris chair again, because you want to set up limits. And so the limits actually cascade in what's called an approval chain. So this is 1. So he can sell 1, he can even sell 2 chairs, because that would still be under 500 without asking anyone. So I'm going to send an approval request right here. And what happens? It's automatically released, right? So it just got approved automatically, and then got released. All right, so basically, this is great. Let's go ahead and complicate it a little bit more. And I'm going to now go into the approval setup again, approval user setup. And I'm going to say, well, 500 is okay. I'm going to say Demo does not have unlimited sales approval, and his approval limit is 5,000. And the Demo is actually going to connect to Yoko, like so, so that if it's over 5,000, it goes to Yoko Ono. And let me just do like that, so it's no confusion. Okay, so now we have an approval chain. We basically have Demo. If it's below 5,000, it goes, I'm sorry, Paul. If it's below 500, it goes to Demo. If it's below 5,000, Demo can approve. If not, then it goes to Yoko. So there's a chain here. Paul can approve below 500. Demo can approve below 5,000. And Yoko can approve everything. So let's create an order that actually goes through Demo and to Yoko. So let's try that out. Again, we go in as Paul right here, create a new sales order. That's going to be a lot of chairs, big order. Canon group again, and go in here. Paris guest chair, a lot of those, very popular. So let's say it's going to be 100 chairs. That's 20,000. It's even more than we have. So here, if I actually send this approval request, an approval request has been sent. If I go ahead and take a look at, just close this out, Yoko Ono, right here. Then we have, let me see, approval requests. Right here. And you can see that the order I just submitted right here for the Canon group comes to Yoko Ono. So it did not go to demo, it goes straight to Yoko Ono because it was so high. Here, make sure that this is actually the right one. 100 guest chairs, that's right. So it skipped demo because demo can only do 5,000, and it went all the way up to Yoko. So you can have tiered levels. So let me just bring ahead again the approval setup right here. Again, it goes from Paul to demo, and then from demo to Yoko, and Yoko is then approving it or rejecting it. So I hope that explained the approval chain where it comes to sales amount approval limits. And this obviously works as well with purchase amounts and request amounts. But you can then set up tiers, basically tiered approval using this. So thanks for watching. And we keep going on approvals on next video.